Good afternoon and welcome to the Empowerment Hour. I am your presenter, Nazreen Magor, and today I will be talking about Down syndrome, the parent's perspective and journey. If you are seeing me or hearing me, you are tuned in to Kofifi FM 97.2 or on one of our socials. We will be back after this. Stay tuned. Good afternoon and welcome back to the Empowerment Hour. I am your host, Nazreen Magor, and today we will be looking at Down syndrome from a parent perspective. I am joined by Ms. Bongiwe, a parent who has a learner in Casa. Welcome, ma'am. Thank you for joining us. Can you tell us about yourself?
Thank you, Nazir. Bongiwe Maliti. I'm a parent to my son, Lwazi Maliti. He is a student at Casa. He's 7 years, 10 months now. He's a Down syndrome child.
Okay. Can you tell us what you felt when you first learned about Down syndrome? Not the diagnosis to your son, but the word Down syndrome.
First learned about it when I got pregnant. Then I went to see my GP. Then he told me that because I got pregnant at a later stage, I was 45 at that time, he told me that chances of me getting a child with Down syndrome are high. Then he explained to me what Down syndrome is, what type of a child will I be getting. And then he referred me to a specialist at the private hospital where they can do more tests in me and the child. And then for me also to decide if I want to keep the baby or I don't want to keep the baby.
And when you went to your GP, if you don't mind me asking, how far along were you in your pregnancy?
I was 3 months.
Okay.
Yes.
So at the time they usually detect or do the testing for Down syndrome.
Yes.
And obviously a GP is not equipped to do those tests.
No, then that's why he referred me to the hospital.
And then did you do your own research aside from what the doctor told you?
Yes, when he told me that I'm gonna get this kind of a child, the Down syndrome, he told me he's not gonna be the same child as other kids. He told me about the features and then that he won't be able to do certain tasks. Then I had to do my own research. Went to internet, I Googled it, and then I found out that it will be a child,
Yes.
but not as normal as other kids. But I will learn to love the child. Then as time goes on, I got more books from the specialists at the hospital to learn more about Down syndrome.
And when you found out that he was diagnosed with Down syndrome, how did you make a decision that you were going to keep him, or because the options they give you, it's either you abort or you keep the child. How did you get to your decision?
No, I didn't have to decide if I must keep or abort. It's just a suggestion they told me because some other parents wouldn't want to keep a baby like that. For me, I didn't have to decide. I wanted to have a baby, whether the baby is Down syndrome or normal baby. But at that time, I was desperate to have a child because at my age, I didn't have a child. So I was happy that I'm going to have a child, whether Down syndrome or not.
I must commend you. You are very brave. It's a choice that many people are not always comfortable making.
Yes.
And it was brave of you to make that choice. So well done.
Thank you. Thank you, Nasri.
How has experience as a parent with a child with Down syndrome impacted your life? What are the changes you had to make for his life and your life?
Oh, that has impacted me a lot. You know, not everybody understand when we have a special child. Then most of the things you are on your own. And it's even worse when you are a single parent. But with the support that I got from my parents, they assist me to raise the child. And then while I was working, they also assisted me to keep the child at home in Eastern Cape. So they assisted me a lot in raising him and to take him to physiotherapists and to speech therapists and to take him to the clinics for checkups. And they assisted me to take him to the doctors as well for more checkups. But it was not easy because he was sick from the beginning,
Yes.
from when I gave birth to him. I didn't give birth, normal birth.
Yes.
It was a cesarean because it was also a premature baby.
Okay.
I think I was 6 months going to 7 months pregnant at that time. And then when I went for my normal routine checkups at the gynae, then she noticed that my BP was very high.
Yes.
Then she admitted me immediately. Then they had to do the cesarean. Then after that, he was admitted at ICU immediately because of his breathing problems, and his heart was also not, there was a hole in his heart that they had to do an operation. So he stayed at the ICU for 3 months up until he was released. And then the other problem was his weight. He was underweight.
Yes.
And while he was at the hospital, he couldn't gain enough weight as they expected him to do that. So they had to keep him at the hospital. So it was not an easy journey. It's still not, but I'm getting used to him and I'm getting used for having him around.
So obviously you did your own research and the doctor gave you some pointers. But in your experience, based on your research and what you were told, how different is it to the reality?
Based on what I was told, because there's those myths that they believe, the black people, they will tell you that when you have a child at the later stage, the chances of having a normal child are very slim, and that you might never have a child as well when you reach your 40s. But I proved them wrong. I had my first child at the age of 45, and the child is not that bad. He is not normal as they perceive a normal child, but to me, he is a normal child, although he has those features that is Down syndrome. But I take him to me, he's my child. He's normal to me.
No, definitely. And a special child is special no matter what.
Yes.
And they remain special, especially to a mother.
Yes.
And what are the emotions you went through with the diagnosis and where you were when you first found out and where you are now? How different is it?
When I find out, like I said, it was when I was still pregnant. Then I didn't take it seriously when I'm pregnant. Then you Google, you read books. Then you're like, okay, I'm going to have a child. It's going to be nice. Then when you have a child, then that's where the emotion starts, because the child is always sick, is always admitted at the hospital. The child was not growing as they thought the child should be growing, so they had to give me some special medicines to boost his immune system and to boost his appetite. So it was definitely not a good thing to go through, and then But with the help that I got from my family, I went through it, and with the help that I got from the school when I decided to head to take him to school, I got a good school at the Casa, and I've got great teachers there who are helping him. When he started at the school, he was on wheelchair. He was not walking. He was not talking. His muscles were very soft, like unlike other kids with Down syndrome. But his condition is worse. So when he was there, he was crawling. But now my child is walking on his own. He's learning how to speak. He can call me mama.
Yes.
And then when he wants something, he will show me, I want water now.
Yes.
I want that. If he doesn't know what he wants, but he will make sure that he gets my attention.
Yes.
He will grab me by his hand, take me to what he wants. If he wants to watch TV, will tell me, Mama, TV.
Yes.
Then he's getting there slowly, but I'm happy with his progress.
So he's learning to communicate. So he's also he's reaching milestones at a later stage, but the fact that he's reaching them gives you so much hope.
Yes, definitely. He's getting there.
Okay. I'm moved by your story.
Yes.
But we're going to take a break. We're going to take a segment break and we're going to go to RCS EduShare. But stay tuned, because when we come back, Ms. Bongiwe will give us more details about her journey.
Good day, everyone. My name is Nathan. Sometimes I feel super happy or full of energy, but other times I feel very sad and tired. There are ups and downs that can make it hard for me to focus or control my emotions. Once I need you to know I feel my feelings can change quickly, but still I care about those around me. I might need extra support when I'm feeling down or too happy. I learn to balance my feelings with the help from my teacher and family. Please support me when I fail and celebrate with me when I do well. I am trying my best, just like you. Thank you for understanding me.
Welcome back to the Empowerment Hour. I am Nazreen Magor, and we are still discussing the parent perspective of Down syndrome and the journey they go through. We left on a tearjerker, and it's not easy. And I'm so thankful that Ms. Bongiwe could be here today to share her journey. Ma'am, you mentioned that the challenges you faced, and now you found a school like Casa, and you've seen the strengths or the progress your son has made. How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel proud that I have a child. It makes me feel proud that in this country that we live in, we have special schools like Casa that can really take care of our kids.
Yes.
And support us as parents. I'm very happy that Department of Education managed to help us to get those special schools for our kids.
And they're hard to find. So I want to ask you, how did you find this school?
It's not easy. Remember, I was in Eastern Cape with my child because my parents were sick.
Yes.
So I had Eastern Cape, there's hardly schools, special schools for our kids. If you do find them, they will be far away or maybe on the other provinces. So had to take a decision which was not good for me and to my parents, because I had to leave my parents that I was taking care of because they were sick, especially my mom. My father was already an old age person. He couldn't really take care of my mom. So I had to, my child was also growing and I had to find a school for him. So I had to tell them that I need to go back to Johannesburg so that the child can be taken care of. He can get a school, he can get physios and therapies and everything. So that was not a good decision to take for me, but I'm happy that I took that decision because I can see now the results. So I took him to the clinic, and then there's a clinic in Vetkopen. They wrote me a letter that I took to Brahima Musa.
Yes.
That's where they send me to the therapists. When I was at the therapist, they gave me a letter to take to Department of Education. Then at the Department of Education, I had to get some forms. It's a lot of forms that I must fill. You must take those forms to doctors, the child's preschool, the therapist. They must all read and sign. But I did that because the therapist at the hospital, she told me that if you delay, you will be delaying the child because the waiting list is long. So I need to push. So I did that. Was in 2023. Then in 2024, I got an appointment for the Department of Education to meet the child. They were gonna do the assessment test. 2020, no, that was 2023. That I did the assessment test. Then they found a school for him. 2024, he started the school at the Casa, and there he is. He's still there.
And you said in our conversation, he is now 7 years old. He'll be 8 in December, right?
Yes.
And you found the school, and previously he had no other schooling experience.
Yes.
So it must have been a big adjustment for both you and him, taking him to school, not understanding this is a place you're going to come to every day. But I guess the beauty in this is that there are other kids like him.
Yes.
And they're more relatable, and he can make friends now.
Yes.
And it also makes it easy for you to see how he feels at school.
Yes.
You mentioned he did therapy. What kind of therapy, other than the physiotherapy, does he receive?
He at the school now is receiving speech therapy. He's receiving OT, occupational therapy, and physiotherapy. Yes. So these
are all therapies that are offered at school.
Yes.
Okay. And do they give you homework?
Yes.
The therapist that you have to do as well to help him?
Yes, we meet them time to time, and even for myself, even if there's no meeting, I will phone the teacher to inquire if I need more information, like like now. He's got a problem with he cannot chew his food.
Yes.
And then when I want to brush his teeth, it's also a problem. So I would tell his teacher, Ember, that Loazi doesn't want to brush his teeth. Then she will tell me that, okay, she'll find out at the speech therapist what I can do.
Okay. Yes. So that's actually interesting that there are things that he struggles with, and they are open to having that parent, therapist, teacher collaboration so that you get the best outcome for your child.
Yes.
How is it that you prioritize his emotional and physical well-being? Because it can't be easy for you, but you have to be strong. So what is it that you do to show him that he can overcome?
He comes first in my life, so I need to make sure that he is well.
Yes.
But I also have to make sure that I'm also well so that I can take care of him. So I need to make sure that he's well. He gets sick easily.
Yes.
So I have to take care of him. He needs to dress up warmer all the time. But sometimes I exaggerate it, overdress him.
Yes.
So I need to make sure that he does his exercises. If there's no school, we take a walk around. We're staying in a place with a big yard. So
Yes.
we take a walk around, and then I make time that he must go and play around with the other kids. But I don't leave him alone there. I must make sure that I'm around because, it's the normal kids.
Yes.
They don't really understand him because he's using glasses.
Yes.
Sometimes they will grab those glasses and damage them. So I
Yes.
need to be there, monitor him. Sometimes the parents around, they will say I'm too protective.
Yes.
But I have to be there.
But it's also because you understand the journey and what it is that he needs, and you protecting those needs rather than shielding him from the other kids. And in what you just said, you speak about how you're always there. And that has obviously impacted your life, that you don't have a job and your main focus is him, like you mentioned.
Yes.
He's number one in your life. How is it that you still balance it all? Because it must take some emotional strain on you as well. There's no, I'm going to leave him with this person and I'm going to go have a coffee with my friends. How are you balancing your life?
When he's at school, then he goes to school very early. Then I have time, then I take a nap a little bit, and then I have time to search for work on internet. I've got time to read, watch TV. And then when he's around, especially on weekends, I like to take him to the malls. So there's those places
Yes.
for the kids to play. Then we play there, me and him, and then that's what I do.
Tell me, we have our neurodiverse kids and all our special kids, and how is your experience with society been? How have you made him feel a part of this world?
Yeah. Society can be harsh sometimes.
Yes.
Then you've got those ones who really understand. Most of the time with the society, you will find the people who understand are the people who went through what you are going through. Because someone will tell you, no, at home there is someone like this. They give you examples of what they do.
Yes.
Then you get to the other society that, like, they never met a child like
Yes.
this. And then that's where I step in because it is my child. I won't let them bully my child.
Yes.
Because sometimes they won't understand why the child, at his age, he is not able to talk. They don't understand why the child cannot walk at his age. They don't understand why the child is using glasses at such an early age.
Yes.
Then I will ask them, you never had a special child in your life? Then it will be like, I'm rude, but it's what is happening. It's a special child. It's not a disabled child.
Yes.
It is a special child.
And it's also you educating them on it as well.
Yes, it is important that you, as much as they get you upset, but you have also to tell them this child is Down syndrome. Then they will ask you, what is Down syndrome? Okay, it's the type of child. You see how his nose is? Yes. Have you seen any other child like this? They are called Down syndrome. Look at, then I will give them some examples on TV. This is the type of child. And sometimes they will tell you that the child is not going to live longer.
Yes.
Then I'll tell them that that is not true. You can die before this child dies.
Yes.
That is totally not true. So, or we don't know when are we gonna live on this earth.
Yes.
So they like to say that the child is not gonna live longer. I said, oh, okay, we'll see, but it doesn't work like that.
Yes.
You don't bring the child to earth. As same as like you don't decide when the child is gonna die or any other human being will
Yeah.
live. Yes.
That's beyond your control. And like
Yes.
all things, we leave it in God's hands.
Yes. Yes.
Ma'am, your story, I don't know. I hope many other people receive it as you have given it to us.
Yes.
We'll be back after this break. Stay tuned.
Hi everyone, my name is Stay. Today I want to tell you about how golf helps kids like me attend clinic school. Golf isn't just a sport, it's a way to learn how to focus and be patient. When we play golf, we learn how to control our movements, how to listen carefully and think before we act. It helps me be more confident and I feel really proud when I hit the ball just right. On the 27th of October, we joined our friends at Futura Special School for their golf day, where we all had a great time while learning new skills. It felt like a day out at the country club. At Primary Clinic School, our growth program is special. Our teachers make it fun and friendly. We learn outside in the fresh air, make new friends, and celebrate each other's success. Golf helps us grow, stay calm, and believe in ourselves, one swing at a time.
Welcome back to the Empowerment Hour. I am Nazreen Mago, and our guest is still Ms. Bongiwe, a parent who has a child with Down syndrome. Tell me, ma'am, what self-care practices do you implement, or what self-care practices do you find helpful?
I pray a lot. I'm also training him to pray with me, Lwazi, my son. We pray in the house. We pray more often, even when I'm feeling bad.
Yes.
I have a bad day, then we'll pray. I like taking walks. I don't like exercising,
Yes.
but I like taking long walks, and then I read a lot. The motivational books, I like to read them because they help me go through the difficulties that we go through in life.
Yes.
So, and I research a lot on internet, whatever information I need to know, and especially about my child, the
Yes.
Down syndrome. Like sometimes he's got problems with breathing at night. I take him to the clinic all the time, then they will give him medication, then I take him to the doctors, then they will tell you that it's part of his journey. He's gonna be like that. I just need to take care of him, that he is not exposed to the son.
Yes.
Then even at school, they do take care of them. They give them their heads when they are playing on the playground.
Outside,
So
yeah. So there's lots of things you need to consider when taking care of him, and also reminding him to be mindful that there is a greater being that we can turn to when we're feeling down or facing difficulty.
yes.
You are a very hopeful and positive mom. I want to ask you, what are your hopes and dreams for your child's future?
I hope he's gonna get through all his steps, his milestones in life, as he is promising me that he can do it on his own,
Yeah.
with the help of the teachers at his school. And my dream for him is to be successful, because I've noticed that he likes attention.
Yes.
He likes, if there's people talking, if we're in a meeting and there's someone there talking, he's going to leave us from the chairs, go next to that person, then he will pretend to be also talking. So I'm sure he's going to be a great artist one
Yeah.
day. Yes.
And that's very inspirational. Like, your success is not limited to your abilities or your diagnosis. It's you determine what you want to be in the end. If there is any message you would like to send to young parents, future parents, or parents that are faced with kids with Down syndrome, what is that message you would give to them?
They need to be patient. They need to do research. They need to understand that it is not their fault when it's a God's decision. You haven't done anything wrong. It doesn't matter whether you are young, you do get a child with Down syndrome, at any age. It's not your decision. It's just, it depends on God's decision that this is what I'm gonna get you. Then you just need to appreciate what God has given you. You
Yes.
need to appreciate, you need to support the child and do more research. And then it also assists to join the support groups, because there's a support group at the school at Casa where Loaz is learning. There's a group that I'm also in at where I stay in Cosmo City. I got that information while I was at the clinic.
Yes.
Then they referred me to that group. So we meet there once in a while. So it's important that the parent who has a special child to join those groups, because they really assist. We talk about our daily life. We
Yes.
also get advices there.
Yes. So it's very good that you are part of these support groups, because if you're not only sharing, but you're also learning. And sometimes you feel like you have a difficult day and someone shares something else and that gives you hope.
Yes.
Like, this is where I see it now and this is where it can go.
Yes.
So that's amazing. And I'm glad that you are taking the time to reach out for support.
Yes.
And I'm not sure, are you still going for therapy, or other than the support groups, are you in therapy?
No, I go to support groups. They do organize us. The one that I'm in Cosmo, they do organize us. Like every Fridays we meet, so there's something different every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that we meet.
Okay. And what advice, other than the message of patience, what advice can you give other parents who are newly diagnosed or navigating how to cope with their diagnosis?
They need to not to stress too much. They need to relax, appreciate the pregnancy if you're still pregnant, appreciate the child if it's a newborn child. They need to read more about the situation that they are getting in. They need to research. That's important. And then if they do believe in prayer, you need to pray that God helps you to go through what does the stage that He's putting you in life.
It's honestly true. They say God doesn't give you something that He doesn't think you can overcome.
Yes.
And like I started the show off and I commended you, I today leave here with a full heart and positivity, knowing that you are a parent who has made the choice to raise a child with Down syndrome, and you are doing it with so much positivity, hope, and love.
Yes.
Well done. Keep doing it.
Thank
He's
you.
only 7 and he has many more years to come, and he's going to
Thanks.
continue making you proud.
Thank you.
Is there anyone you'd like to send a shout out to?
Shout outs to my family, my sister Tembi Maliti, my sister Nomfusi, hello Maxi, my brothers, I have 4 brothers. Shout out to Casa do Sol School, Teacher Ember and your team, you're doing a great job there. Shout out to all the parents with the special needs kids. I love you. Thank you.
And that's our show this afternoon. On the Empowerment Hour, we discussed a parent with a child with Down syndrome. I've definitely learned something, and I hope you have. And today is just the beginning of our experiences with parents and teachers that have gone through these journeys. If at any point you need someone to reach out to, please do reach out. There are many support groups and parents looking for someone to talk to. It starts with you, and we love that we can award you the opportunity to follow us on socials, tune into our show, and find the link that you are missing. It starts with you, and our parents and teachers are always ready to help you. Thank you for tuning in, and we hope to see you next week.